adult is hella ghetto, hella ghetto, hella ghetto. Being an adult is hella ghetto, and I don't want to do it no more. I hope y'all appreciate that little song. Obviously it's not my song. If you're on social media, you will have heard that song before. But if you haven't, I hope you like my little singing voice. Welcome to another episode of the No Dress Code Pod. I'm your host and also now your favorite middle-aged hooker, Bree. I mean, thank you. I hope that you guys have had an amazing week. I am using amazing intentionally and not just haphazardly. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. I feel like words have intention, and words, I'm speaking it into existence over you. I hope you have an amazing week. The same way my friends speak things into existence over me, speak life into me, baby, I'm going to speak it into you. I hope that you are having an amazing week. Not good, not mediocre, not just getting by. I hope that you are having an amazing week. And if you're not, I hope that it does turn around for you. I got a question to ask you guys. This does parlay onto last week's episode where I said I need y'all to start engaging on these posts. That's what I meant. So I had a question for y'all to engage in. Why were we in a rush to grow up? What in my Cardi B voice? What was the reason? What was the reason we rushed to grow up? Or why were we really in a rush to grow up? Because the freedom that we're allotted because we're grown does not equate. It doesn't don't add up. Something adding up. Like I just don't feel like I don't feel like it's worth it. I don't feel like it's enough. I feel like, damn, that's all I get. It's a little freedom. Goddamn, the little freedom it costs, baby. You know, when you're a child and you leave the house, it still costs you about $100. But it wasn't your $100, $150, $200. It might cost you more because you're young. So it might cost you more. But baby, as an adult, going out as an adult, okay, the minute I wake up, before I put on my makeup, before I say a little prayer for you, no, but for real, from the moment you wake up, it feels like, damn, I'm going to have to spend some money. Me personally, when I woke up, I said, God dang. Like the first thing on my mind when I woke up, I said, God dang, I'm going to have to spend some money today. I have to put gas in my car. No one prepared us. I don't know where I subscribed to adulthood at, but I would like to unsubscribe. But when my mother wakes up, I'm going to call her and see if that promise to take me out the same way she brought me in. I'm gonna call her and see if that promise is still good, because I could really use it. I could really use it about this time. Got like 2 weeks before rent's due. I gotta put gas in my car. I'm gonna call her in the morning and see if she can take me out the way she used to tell me she could when I was younger, and I didn't know no better. I thought life was gonna be like Girlfriends. I thought I was gonna be a little Maya, maybe a little Tony. Okay, it never gave Joan. It never gave Joan. I don't know what it was, but it never gave Joan. Maya, whoo. It gave Maya. It gives Maya to this day. Okay? It gives Maya. Sprinkle a little in it. Little sprinkle in, but it gives it adulthood does not give girlfriends at all. I cannot put my finger on what adulthood gives, but it's actually I did. I put it on 90001. And I don't like that. I really don't. Like, adulthood is nothing like I imagined it to be. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I am on Instagram, right? And I see Justin LaBoy, maybe Justin LA Boy. We still haven't figured it out. Because it's really none of my business and I really don't care that much. But anyways, he made a post that said, I want to bust in the house kissing and take off clothes how they do in the movies. And baby, when I tell you that's how I thought life was going to be, I thought you just bust in the house kissing, you get all hot and heavy, take the clothes off before you even really get past the door frame. That's how I thought life was. In all my years of life, that ain't never happened to me once. I ain't never been to somebody's son's house and been so hot and heavy we couldn't get past the door frame. And let me tell you, I've wanted it. I've wanted it. I swear that's how I thought life was going to be. And life ain't lifed that way. Not once. Now, one time in my adult life have I ever busted in somebody's house, kissing and taking clothes off. Not once. I just need to know, does things like that really happen? Because I'm starting to feel like it's just the movies. I'm starting to feel like it's just TV. It don't happen in real life. It ain't ever happened to me. And don't say, oh, but Bree, I thought you said you never had a relationship. You're in my business now. Okay? I haven't. I haven't had a relationship. Okay? But that's not the point. The point is, I've also never busted in some man's house, into somebody's son's house, okay? Kissing and getting hot and taking the clothes off. And I've always wanted to do that. I just knew as a child growing up, when I got older, it was going to happen. I just knew me and my man was going to be doing that. I just knew we were. Ain't did it once. Ain't did it once. I don't think I know anybody that's happened to, but maybe I do. Maybe I do. And I ain't asking the right questions yet. But to all my friends who listen to this, if you've done this, then DM me, text me, and let me know, because I'm trying to see something. So my team is on vacation right now, so this episode might be a little less organized than normal. I don't know if you guys have been on Instagram this past week. On-Site posted about a woman who was on a podcast called We're All Insane. An oversized woman says she was groomed into feederism, a sexual kink where a person is fed generally to gain weight. Some fetishes go as far as feeding until death. Feederism is a sexual kink, and I had never heard of it. There's a lot of kinks that I've never heard of, because I think you have to be into kinks to really hear about kinks, or have friends who are like kinky and they're kinky. And shout out to all the friends who are kinky. I'm not gonna say my friends aren't kinky, but they don't have, like, as far as I know, they don't have like feederism type kinks. Like, give me an interesting type kink. I don't want to hear about how you like getting your toes sucked. But to me, that's just like, that's average. That's normal. That's like a normal person kink. But this feederism is a fat fetish subculture in which individuals eroticize weight gain and feeding. Feeders are individuals who claim to become sexually aroused by feeding their partners and encouraging them to gain weight. I was so shocked when I heard this was a kink. Now, I personally am not big on kinks. I don't know too much about kinks. It's not really my thing. I don't think I have like kinky friends, but I don't know. What people do behind closed doors, that's none of my business. But okay. So a kink is defined as an unconventional sexual taste or behavior. So I personally don't know anybody, I think, that is into like kinks or that has kinks. And I don't mean like sucking the toes kink. Like, that's cool. That's fine if that's your kink. Please DM me though. This particular lady though said that the guy who was her feeder, who groomed her in the words of the article, who groomed her she said she felt like he was more into the kink of death feederism, which is basically what it sounds like. It is feederism to death. I will say that I personally don't think I like food that much to be a feedie. I personally don't like food like I used to, so I don't think I could be a feedie. But baby, there are certain meals, certain places that I'm going to be a feeder for. A feedie. Baby, you can go ahead and feed me. Okay? Go ahead and feed me. Okay? And let me tell you what these things are. I have no shame. I have the whole meal planned out in my head because I literally just had it. And although it wasn't that good this last time, I know that the restaurant is fire, so I ain't hold it against them. But okay, so this is what I want. I want oxtails and rice, right? Extra gravy. I didn't even think I was a gravy person. Extra gravy. Oxtails, rice. We need the yams. We need the greens on the side. And then we need the macaroni and cheese. Baby. Don't forget the cornbread. Baby. Okay, you need all that in one bite. You need to get some of that oxtail, that rice, them yams, them greens, that macaroni and cheese, all in one bite. Okay, that needs to all be in your mouth at one time, so you get all the flavors. And baby, I can see why y'all are into feedism. With a plate that good, yes, feed me. See, I would be into feederism for like seafood. Oh, I'd be. What? Seafood? I would be a feedie for. Okay, give me some shrimp. You better butterfly it though, because I do not eat shrimp shit. Give me some shrimp. Give me some lobster. Give me some king crab legs, because I really don't want no snow. Give me some fried calamari. Baby, I would be a feedie. I would be a feedie for some seafood. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not really into kinks. I'm saying that now. But for some seafood, I might be. And now you're thinking,
what does feederism have to do with adulthood being hella ghetto?
And I'm here to tell you that just like feederism, where there's nobody really to tell you to stop eating, adulthood is like that. There's really nobody to tell you to do anything. 2 weeks ago, I literally stayed up from, so the time I finished recording, I went home, transferred it, edited a little bit, and went to sleep. Right? Woke up, went to the gym, did my normal routine. Came home, took a shower. Took a shower, edited up until I had to go to work, and then I was editing at work. I'm editing literally my whole 8 hours of this job, 8.5 hours or whatever. So I am editing my whole shift, right? Like, my focus is this podcast. Like, yes, I need my job. The way I speak to my man, okay, who needs to come find me, okay? He needs to come find me. But I'm gonna speak. My man can cut this radio off real quick, okay? Like, my man, take your headphones out. skip this part. Hit that fast forward by like a good 2 minutes. Have you done that? Okay, because I'm going to talk to the girls real quick, and I just don't want my man hearing this. If y'all know of any sugar daddies who don't want no sugar, send them this way. Just the ones who don't want no sugar. The ones who are diabetic. Send me the diabetic daddies. The ones who can't have no sugar. That's what I'm talking about. Send me a diabetic daddy. Unless y'all know of any diabetic daddies. Those are sugar daddies who can't afford no sugar. Okay, and I don't mean can't afford in the money pockets. I mean can't afford in the life. Can't afford in the life pockets, okay? Who can't afford no sugar. If y'all know some diabetic daddies, you can send them my way. I am taking all applications for diabetic daddies, and they don't have to fit they don't have to fit the standards of somebody I would date, because I'm not dating them. I'm just a little friend. You need somebody to talk to, you send me $1,500. Okay, I'll talk to you for 3 minutes a day. Okay, little diabetic daddy. There ain't much you can do. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You send me a little diabetic daddy. Being an adult is hella ghetto. Okay. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I know I need this job, but at the same time, this job is not my passion. This job is not what I'm trying to do for the rest of my life. This is a job. And I'm not saying my podcast is gonna be that and do that, and but consistency is what I'm working on, and I wanted it to be out by a certain time on a certain day, and thankfully I was able to fulfill that. Look at God, I was able to meet my own deadline. But baby, when I tell you that adulthood is, let me tell you, when I say stay a child for as long as possible, baby, I had a workout at 8 o'clock that morning. I went to sleep probably after 12. I had my alarm set for probably about 6 or 7. I slept through the alarm. I slept through the workout. My trainer had to call me. It was like 30 minutes into what would have been my workout. Like, hey Bree, you coming? And I'm like, baby, I'm being honest with you, I just woke up. Like, eyes literally just opened up. I was knocked out. I'm saying, that's dedication on my part. Y'all really need to run it up, okay? Y'all really need to tell y'all friends to pull up, because I'm what? I'm missing workouts. I'm multitasking at work. If y'all don't run this engagement up, no. Well, I'm playing, but I'm also very serious. Run the engagement up. Tell your friends. Being an adult has hella perks. Does the good of being an adult outweigh the bad of being an adult? These are not researched and covered facts. These are just my opinion. From my opinion, some of the good from being an adult is you get to do adult activities. You get to drink. If that's your thing, you get to drink, smoke, have sex, stay out all night. You get to stay up all night. You literally can do whatever you want. But on the flip side of that is like, damn, I literally can do whatever I want. And as amazing as a child, as amazing as that sounds, as an adult, it's hella ghetto. So I will say though, as much as I claim adulthood to be ghetto, to be in the 90001 area code, baby, being an adult it's fun. Don't get me wrong. Like you have your ups. Like there are days where it's like I would never be able to do this if I was a child. Well, okay. So as a child, you would like do stuff and you would sneak. So like for instance, one time I probably like snuck out the house. I probably wasn't also a child either, but I was like, I had to be 18. I want to say I was like 18. So I don't think it was really like sneaking out the house. I, went out the house, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, not saying nothing, and coming back before everybody woke up. I don't think it was sneaking out. I was 18, so it's not like I was sneaking. Yeah, and like to do that now, it's just like, it's still not sneaking, you know? I guess it felt more sneakier because I was barely legal. Like, I'm 18. And if you think about it, that's not really adult or grown. Please, let me tell y'all, do not be in a rush to grow up. It costs you about $50 from the time you open your eyes to the time you take your first breath. It costs you about $50. It's not cheap. Okay, stay a non-adult as long as you can. Because when I tell you there ain't nothing out here, unless you like to see a little ass shake. I like to see a little ass shake every now and then. Cause I'm still trying to learn how to shake mine. Shoot, let somebody come teach me how to shake mine. That what? That a part of adulthood? That's the part I'm really waiting on. I'm really waiting on to like graduate to the part of adulthood that I can shake my ass. That's the part of adulthood I'm really waiting to graduate to. Like I haven't hit that yet. I'm not there yet. I'm still trying to learn some rhythm, okay? That's what I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn some rhythm. Like, I don't know what type of household y'all grew up in, but I think we all just like, we wanted to grow up because we had this image of what life would be. And baby, I don't know about y'all, but life is not the way I imagined it to be. And I know that they say, tell God your plan. If you want to hear God laugh, tell him what you have planned. And baby, I guess I was not listening because I had been telling God what I had planned for years. I had been telling God what I had planned and how things was going to work out in the way I said they was going to work out, on a time schedule that I said they were going to work out. And baby, when I tell you that God was like, baby, you're not even going to touch one of those things on that list right now. Okay? Like, you're not. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's not what I got planned for you, and you're not touching one of those things on that list right now. I want you to notice how I said right now and not at all. So me and my team we want to come up with more engaging segments. So if you guys have suggestions on engaging segments that you would like incorporated into these episodes, then please DM them, email them, put it on the comments, like send a smoke signal, like do whatever you have to do, but get it across to us, and we will see how they sound and maybe incorporate them. I'm ready to call my mother now. I'm ready to wake her up out her sleep and be like, Miss Ma'am, Miss Sweetie, when you said you could take me out the same way you brought me in, is that still an option, Miss Ma'am? Because when you was first offering me that, I didn't know. I didn't realize that life was gonna be this hard. And honestly, by the time you was my age, you already had 3 kids. So I'm sorry. I didn't realize life was this hard. Can you think you could still take me out? Is it too late now? I can go back into the womb if you want me to. You just let me know. It's called fetus position for a reason. I was a C-section baby. They just C-section me back in. The dad just C-section me back in. Are you sure that? Okay. Although I'm not an outside person, baby, for this podcast, your girl been outside. For this podcast, your girl gonna have to keep going outside. But it has its perks. It has its perks, you know. Like I said, you don't have no curfew. You can indulge in all types of adult activities. That's what I like to call them. From drinking to sex to drugs to, I'm not promoting drugs, but you know, as an adult, if that's what you want to do, that's your prerogative. As long as you're doing things safely. Drink responsibly if you are going to drink. And please and drug responsibly if you're going to drug. But other than that, I hope that if you have the opportunity to slow down, that you do. When you get out in the real world and you see that America and adulthood is like, I don't know if y'all seen South Central. Used to love that movie back in the day. Okay, I was like in elementary school watching it. Literally, I've been watching it since it came out. That's what that's giving right now. That's what adulthood is giving. Okay, like it just found out. Like that's what these kids though. That's what these kids give. Like these new generation. That's probably how we sounded to like the older generation. Like Bobby Deuce, and they're just like, baby, I've been this. I'm I'm true to this, you new to this. I grew here, you flew here, type of thing, you know? If you haven't seen South Central, you most definitely should watch it. Being an adult is just it has its pros and its cons. I won't say that it's just all negative. It definitely could use some work. I don't know who I need to petition, but it definitely could use some work. I want to say in all aspects, but friendships. I've been like, damn, adulthood is truly the ghetto. In my Nene Leakes voice, ooh, the ghetto. I mean, for those of you who had to wait for adulthood to travel, that's always a perk. You get to travel. That sounds like the only perk I got. Cause having to go to work for money, that's not really a perk. It's better when you were a child and it was just given to you, but having to go out and work for it, baby, that's not no perk I'm gonna even perk you up for. I'm gonna just let you know that's not a perk I'm gonna perk you up for. But I mean, yeah, adulthood does have its perks. I think we grew up seeing our parents go out or watching shows like, oh my God, Living Single. Okay, Living Single had you really imagining, just thinking like life was gonna be like that. Oh my God. You thought brownstones were gonna be affordable. You thought you would have this big house with your two best friends and yeah, two best friends and your best friend living across the street. And maybe it's just me. The way black TV was, black friendships were in like that time period, baby, it just made you feel like when you grew up, you just knew your life was gonna be like that. Like I just knew watching Girlfriends I was gonna be a Maya, maybe a Tony. I really had hopes for Tony, but I was okay with being a Maya. I just knew I wasn't gonna be no Joan. Like I just knew I wasn't gonna be a Joan. I might have been a Lynn, okay? I might have been a Lynn, but I was damn sure gonna be a Maya or a Tony. It was gonna be one of those two, and I was gonna have the friends that was the Lynn and the Jones, and baby, when I tell you that it don't imitate art the way that it's supposed to. I don't want nobody growing up watching TV and watching these TV shows, the ones that I'm watching in particular, and think that life is like this. It's not. I don't wanna bum it out for you, but it's not like that. People gotta work. They gotta find the love of their lives. They gotta create families. They gotta create legacies. They gotta break generational curses. They have to build generational wealth. Baby, it is nothing like what you see on TV. If you needed that bubble popped, well, here I am for you. Okay? Just because it's nothing like that. All I can say is from the 90001 to the 90008, I hope that whatever area code of adulthood that you live in, it feels like heaven. It feels like peace. That's what it needs to feel like. It needs to feel like peace. I hope it feels like tranquility. I hope it feels like rest and relaxation on those days where rest and relaxation are needed, are desired, are wanted. Whatever area code your adulthood is in, I hope it's safe, and I hope you make it home at the end of the night, because that is a very, very oftentimes taken for granted thing. We know that life is short. We know that the next day, minute, and second is not promised. Yet, we still, I think, for lack of better words, I think sometimes we still take getting home at the end of the night, for getting home safely at the end of the night for granted. I don't care what hood you live in, for real. That is something that we cannot take as a luxury. That's all I got for you today. If you've listened this far, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you or talk to you in the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to rate this. Don't forget to tell your friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. And don't forget to follow me on all socials at No Dress Code Pod. I'm going to start being more active on it. So please follow No Dress Code Pod. Bye.